This news program is proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Now Biscuits.
The Journey of Women documentary launched. 9 MRDC-sponsored students graduated. And East Sepik Province set to host 9th PNG Games. A very good evening. This is National EMTV News. I'm Jonathan Sibona. Thank you for joining us. To mark the International Women's Day, a new documentary titled Voice of Change, The Journey of Women in Papua New Guinea was launched. The documentary highlights the leadership, resilience and contributions of women in the country.
Speaking during the launch, Acting Deputy Head of Mission at Australian High Commission Dr. Kate Rogers said the film reflects the important role women have played in shaping the country.
Ahead of International and National Women's Days, this provides a key opportunity to reflect on how the women of Papua New Guinea have shaped this great nation. I want to acknowledge the remarkable individuals who are featured in the film.
Australia's support through the $55 million PNG Women Lead initiative was also highlighted, focusing on women's leadership and economic empowerment, respectful relationship and preventing violence against women and girls.
PNG Women Lead. This is a $55 million partnership with the PNG government, civil society organisations and the private sector, supporting Papua New Guinean-led action, which aims to elevate women's voice and leadership, create respectful relationships between women and men.
Director of the Office for Women's Development, Nancy Kawop, explained that the documentary captures the voices and achievements of women since independence in 1975.
And pioneers. It reminds us that women have always been central to the development of Papua New Guinea.
She described the film as an advocacy and educational tool aimed at inspiring young women and encouraging greater support for women's leadership and gender equality in Papua New Guinea.
As we celebrate International Women's Day and our National Women's Day, let the documentary remind us that the future of Papua New Guinea depends on the full participation, leadership and empowerment of our women and girls.
Mimi Pio, National EMTV News.
Through the Australia-Papua New Guinea Law and Justice Partnership, the survivors of violence in Bougainville will now have improved access to skilled and trusted counseling and support services.
This is following the completion of a 10-day basic counseling training in Buka, supported by the Australian Papua New Guinea Law and Justice Partnership. The training brought together 30 frontline workers, including safe house staff, health workers and community development officers. Participants strengthen practical counseling skills to respond safely and confidently to survivors of gender-based violence and sorcery accusation-related violence. Speaking at the final training in Buka, Bougainville Minister for Community Development and Public Service, Melvin Wilolopa, says the training gives frontline workers practical skills that communities urgently need. He expressed that in Bougainville the people face serious challenges, including family violence and sorcery-related attacks, and many survivors carry emotional wounds that cannot be seen. The training was delivered by the Papua New Guinea Counsellors Association through the National Gender-Based Violence Secretariat, with the funding from the Australian government. The training in Buka was the part of a broader nationality-led efforts to strengthen counseling capacity across Papua New Guinea. Charlie Dumavi, National EMTV News.
The recent graduation at the Divine Word University saw a total of 9 students who were sponsored under the Mineral Resources Development Company Scholarship Program attend their degrees and master's certificates.
The Divine Word University graduation for 2026 was held at the Medellin campus on Friday. The Mineral Resources Development Company has been running a scholarship program since 2022, and on Friday, 9 students who were sponsored under the program graduated. 3 of them received their master's certificates, while the other 6 students graduated with degrees in their respective programs. General Manager for MRDC External Affairs, Bartholomew Jacob, gave an insight on MRDC's contribution through the scholarship, particularly for the students who graduated on Friday.
MRDC Group, we've invested in women resource. We've initiated a scholarship program back in 2000. We've supported the landowner students from the respective various project areas in the mining, oil and the gas project area. I am proud to be here in Madang Divine Word University. I've just witnessed 9 of our students, 3 graduated with masters and the other 6 in degree.
Since the inception of the scholarship program, MRDC has seen great impact.
On record, we have sponsored more than 10,000 plus students within the last 4 years. This will be the 5th year. And so this has relieved a lot of burden to the parents especially. So the program has worked.
One of the beneficiaries of the program, Ronnie Bolly, graduated with Masters in Business Administration, majoring in management. Mr. Bolly said he would not have done it without the support of MRDC.
Sponsor themselves, so it's very kind of helpful for this kind of disadvantaged students. So some of us, we know the skills, we can excel in education, but because of financial constraint, that kind of affect us. But through this scholarship program where MRDC manages, I think it's very helpful for some people. So I'm one of those beneficiaries, and I'd like to thank the trustee company through PRK, especially Abraham Murabe, who's the director, and the chairman of the local landowner groups, the Romo tribe in Kikori, as well as the other tribes, clans in Kikori.
Meanwhile, Mr. Jacob concluded that MRDC is looking at supporting its alumni programs and venture into its other targeted scholarship programs in 2026 and going forward. Pakatambua National EMTV News.
Meanwhile, a graduate from the Divine Word University, Ronnie Bolly, shared his story after attaining Masters in Business Administration. Mr. Bolly says he was recently promoted to a new role at the National Department of Health, and attaining Masters is timely.
I'm currently the manager for the partnership and aid coordination branch with the National Department of Health. So it's a new role that I was just recruited, and one of the requirements was to have an MBA, which I used this as my kind of qualification to be for that position. So I was lucky, and it's for three months in that role now. So I will be kind of coordinating all the partnership within the health department. So yeah, it was. But prior to joining the National Health Department, I used to work with other NGOs, international NGOs, private sectors, especially project management and.
The Salamaua Cluster Commissioning and Dedication Ceremony for Teachers was successfully held at the Bawaka Primary School recently, marking the beginning of the 2026 academic year.
During the occasion, member for Huon Gulf, Jason Peter, reaffirmed his commitment to improve education and health services across the Huon Gulf district. He stated that investing in these key sectors remains his priorities. Peter highlighted several education infrastructure projects currently being implemented through the Huon Gulf District Development Authority across the district's 3 local level government. In Wampar LLG, the district has established and supported the following junior high schools with 6-in-1 classrooms, including Tili Tili Junior High School, Gebensis SDA Junior High School, and Bubia Lutheran Junior High School. For Salamaua LLG, the DDA is also supporting with 6-in-1 classrooms, including Kamia Tum Junior High School and Morobe Junior High School. Member for Huon Gulf confirmed that the funding for all the 6-in-1 classroom projects have already been made available and construction works commenced in the respective schools. He further announced that Salamoa Provincial High School, now elevated to secondary school standards under the National Education Department's 166 education policy, will receive a 6-in-1 classroom and a teacher's house. These new facilities will enable the school to cater for grade 11 and grade 12 next year, further strengthening access to higher level education in the district. Mimi Pio, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break with more local stories. Stay with us.
Chicken kebab saja nak? Yum.
Beef stir fry.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you,
Yum.
stir fry for you, and chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Good Pillar mobile data plans. From only 3 kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Good Pillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Hello, everyone.
Is everything alright?
Oh. Yes. Everything's alright. Alright with Roots. Make it right with Roots.
Remember the joy of playing with your toys as a child? At Morning Plus, we believe that every small business deserves a chance to build and grow. That's why we offer asset financing.
With Morning Plus, we're ready to go.
Hoy, semakin bapa si Arya.
Auntie, bangka goksim.
David Loran.
You think you passed it?
Sports. It's in me.
Sport is more than just a game. It's passion, it's pride, it's community. Every week we bring you highlights, the heat and the heart of the game. Big plays, big personalities and big moments. If it's making headlines and it's making history, it's on Sports Scene. Thursdays at 7 p.m. on your number one to watch, EMTV.
You're watching National EMTV News. Number One Super recently conducted a 5-day financial literacy training for staff of the National Airports Corporation in Goroka, Eastern Islands Province. The training was conducted following a request from NAC to help its staff improve their financial knowledge and management skills.
Number One Super Senior Member Service Supervisor and also the Financial Literacy Trainer, Golda Inapero, says the training aims to help employees better understand how to manage their personal finances and make informed financial decisions. She says participants were taken through 5 modules including budgeting, saving, managing and the importance of long-term financial planning.
This training me looking time me carry me around me looking very helpful na. As much as possible, me like implant the line lo all bakam lo look so side lo managing money lo all side lo look out money lo all because you may stop lo kind time where price lo something and me work lo on top All man na meri all work lo busy Thomas lo free handout. All one pla two pla lik line all work lo busy lo making money ya. Sampla all sawe lo managing, sampla all no sawe lo managing. Planti blo work man na meri all is concert lo passing blo kisim dinaya.
Number 1 Super representatives also explained the benefits of being members of the Superannuation Fund and how they can maximize their savings through regular contributions and proper financial discipline.
Finished with this program, this financial literacy training, this first batch now. Me pla national airports, I'm like him also, but me pla covering this financial literacy module goal all get all workman na meri national airports throughout the country. So all get a NAC workman na meri. They have to be properly informed, so they make informed decision time and come law side law finance law also.
Number 1 Super continues to deliver financial literacy programs across the country to support members in building better financial habits and securing their future after employment. Charlie Dumavi, National EMTV News.
Cocoa industry in East New Britain receives a major boost following the opening of a new storage facility in Gazelle district recently. The facility is expected to help local farmers access bigger markets.
The new shed built by Shadow's Cocoa Revival Limited in Rosamond Ward in the Gazelle district was officially opened last week. The facility is a game changer for farmers from 3 local level government areas of Luvan, Inland and Lazul who can now store their dried cocoa beans closer to home. The project was made possible through a 62,000 kina partnership between Shadow's Cocoa Revival Limited and the PNG Agriculture Commercialization and Diversification Project. The PNG Agriculture Commercialization and Diversification Project provided 80% of the funding through its matching grant scheme, with the group covering the rest.
Cacao, you go on West New Britain, you stop yet long year, long Booker, because all I'm on Booker, all in all Kissim partnership long PPAP. You go one plot along New Island, one plot again long Morabine, triple along the gang.
The building is more than just storage but features a new office space funded by the farmers themselves. Along the opening, the group launched its new website and signed an important agreement with the Cocoa Board of PNG farmers. Farmers also received certificates after completing a week-long training course to become certified cocoa accessors, ensuring the beans stored here meet top quality standards for both domestic and export markets. Powell announced at the end that the Shadow's Cocoa Revival Limited is the first recipient of past matching grant to complete its project. Lorraine Jimal, National EMTV News.
A delegation of former Panguna Mine Affected Area Association representatives from the autonomous region of Bougainville participated in a week-long visit to Oktedi Mine. The visit aligns with Oktedi's broader efforts to build capability and confidence within communities.
The visit of former Panguna mine landowners to Oktedi Mine was arranged by OTML, which aims to address complex decisions around mining, development and long-term benefit sharing and balancing economic gains with social benefit. Accompanying the delegation were Bougainville Copper Limited and Social Environmental Research and Consultancy Services Limited. The week-long program allowed the delegation to learn firsthand how a full-scale mine operates with its operational areas to the social and environmental programs, which provides critical pillars that sustain its social license to operate. This included exposure to Oktedi's well-established environmental mitigation programs and projects, systems for compensation and benefit sharing, community engagement, and development of successful spin-off business opportunities. The delegation visited key components of Oktedi's operations, including the mine and mill, Hunga port facility, big dredging, stockpile and rehabilitation operations, as well as the company's environment mitigation and monitoring programs. They also visited the York Teddy Development Foundation to learn about the organization's mandate and work in the community mine continuation agreement areas. For the landowners' representatives, the experience provided clarity and valuable insights into their plan for future resource development in Bougainville. York Teddy Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer Kedi Ilimbit reaffirmed the company's commitment to acknowledge sharing and responsible mining practices. Pakatambu, National EMTV News.
Minister for Police John Pundari says the law must prevail to protect the innocent and vulnerable. John made his remarks following confirmation of the neutralization of the suspected leader of the notorious I Don't Care gang in Oro province during a police operation recently.
Police Minister John Pundari, who is currently on an official duty to Mount Hagen and Wabeg to launch the National Firearms Amnesty and Gun Buyback Program. Through a recent media statement, he acknowledged the significant impact the police operations has on local communities, particularly Bakumbari and Fufuda villages in Northern Province. Minister Pundari made these remarks following the confirmation of the capture of the suspected leader of the notorious I Don't Care gang in Popondetta. He said the action is a necessary step in curbing the influence of criminal elements in the province. Pundari emphasized that this action provides communities with the confidence that justice is being upheld and also serves as a firm reminder that the state will continue to protect citizens from those who choose a path of violence and lawlessness. He recommended that the police commissioner provide immediate recognition for the officers involved in this high-risk operation. The minister noted that while this outcome is self-imposed by the actions of the deceased, it reflects a necessary time and season for firm enforcement to restore order in the community. He reaffirmed the Royal Papua New Guinea Constabulary's dedication in ensuring that no individual or gang is allowed to hold any community hostage in Papua New Guinea. Mimi Pio, National EMTV News.
Papua New Guinea government and Australia in a partnership have strengthened safety and security at Baisu Correctional Facility in the Western Highlands. The partnership will see commencement of prison's fencing project, replacing the aging fencing system.
Australia recently handed over detailed site assessment and technical reports to Papua New Guinea Correctional Services to support works to replace the Baisu fencing system. This will deliver safer working conditions for staff and a major secure environment for detainees and the nearby communities. Based on the reports, work will now commence on planning to replace the Baisu's aging fencing system. Prepared by the Australia-Papua New Guinea Law and Justice Partnership, the studies detail how to replace Baisu's perimeters fencing, which has been affected by the rust, cracking concrete, unstable soil and frequently waterlogged. The reports were the first phase of a broader package of APLJ-supported work with PNG to improve sites in Port Moresby, Western Highlands and the Autonomous Region of Bougainville. The handover took place during a routine monthly coordination meeting between Papua New Guinea CS and Australian-funded partners, reflecting how Australia's support to the correctional sector extends well beyond a single project or the program. Charlie Dumavi, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
For too long, banking has felt out of reach for many. But now, BSP's One-Took Wallet is here to change that. Send and receive money, pay bills, and top up. It's your money, wherever, whenever. Because at BSP, we are committed to improving how our customers connect to our One-Talks, to our family, to the ones we love. BSP's One-Took Wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# for everyone.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Good Pillar mobile data plans. From only 3 kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Good Pillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Ready for the world, so is your Visa Visa card. Visa keeps you moving wherever you go, Papua New Guinea or abroad. Seamlessly pay for travel, dining, online shopping. Easily access your funds and instantly track your expenses. Every tap comes with security, trust, and peace of mind. Unlock the world of possibilities. And it all starts with the new Visa Visa card.
The IPI Group is PNG's most innovative, dynamic and diverse logistics company, totally focused on delivering outstanding service. Our diversified divisions span from major warehousing, bulk fuel and road transport to large-scale commercial catering. The IPI Group of companies will be your partner, supplying tailor-made logistics solutions.
EMTV is proud to announce that we are now offering tower rental spaces on the tallest tower in NCD and Central Province. Our new 80 meters television broadcasting tower proudly boasts an improved structure durability. It is versatile and suitable for various communications and broadcasting needs. It has a high internal load capacity, supporting multiple antennas and technologies simultaneously. This is your opportunity to optimize your transmission signal for wider coverage and extended reach. For co-location information, call 7723-3484 or email engineering@mtv.com.pg. MTV, your #1 to watch.
You're watching National MTV News. A new Chief Executive Officer for the Imbongu District Development Authority has been announced following the swearing-in of the newly appointed board members at Walume in Southern Islands Province on Friday.
The new CEO for Imbongu District, Paul Kereme, was sworn in during a ceremony which was officiated by Yalubu Pange Senior Magistrate, Pinsan Pindipia. 8 representatives from the various sectors of the district were sworn in as board members. They include Deputy Yalubu Town Mayor representing Yalubu Urban LLG, Stewart Tower, Jacob Philip, Simon Pinze, Community Leader Moses Tope, Women's Leader Laura Embassy and others. Ex-officer members sworn in were District Treasury Representative Peter Mark and Imbongu DDA Secretary Bruce Kamuge. Following the swearing-in of the board members, Magistrate Pindipia administered the oath of office to Mr. Kereme. In his maiden speech, Mr. Kereme congratulated the newly appointed board members and thanked those who attended the ceremony. He also acknowledged former Chief Executive Officer Joseph Timothy and the DDA team for installing various government agencies in the district, which contributed to its development under the leadership of Imbongu MP Pilaniningi. Pakatambo National MTV News.
Moving to overseas news, in the Arabian Gulf, countries across the region have been hit with some of the biggest barrages since the start of the war.
Leader Masoud Pezeshkian took to Iranian state television to apologize for its offensive on Gulf countries and promised that Iran would no longer wage attacks against them unless they do so first. The president also affirmed Iran would never surrender, one day after President Donald Trump said only unconditional surrender would end hostilities.
We didn't intend to violate neighboring countries' territory. As I've said many times, they are our brothers. We stand with the ones we love in the region. The decision was communicated to the armed forces that from now on, they should not attack neighboring countries or fire missiles unless those countries attack us. I think we should resolve this through diplomacy and avoid disputes and disagreements with neighboring countries.
But even as the apology was issued, Iran continued to launch a wave of drone and missile attacks, with explosions heard in Dubai and dozens of drones intercepted in Qatar, Bahrain and Saudi Arabia. President of the United Arab Emirates, Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, visited the wounded in a hospital in Abu Dhabi who were injured in Iran's recent attacks. The UAE leader issued a message of assurance, telling media his nation would not be easy prey.
The UAE has thick skin and bitter flesh. We are no easy prey. We will carry out our duty towards our country, our people and our residents who are also part of our family.
Several protests are underway in Washington. Some support the United States' involvement in the war, while others oppose it.
This is one of a number of protests taking place across the U.S. today. People very concerned about a week of military action on Iran. Many of them saying that they do not think this is a war that should be fought. They'd rather that money was spent elsewhere. And in a sign of just how divided America is over this issue, what you've got here is a counter-protest, essentially. These are people who are thankful to Donald Trump for taking out the Ayatollah. As you'll see there, many of them supporting the idea that the son of the former Shah, Reza Pahlavi, is installed essentially back in Iran. And they've been playing YMCA, one of Donald Trump's favorite tunes. These are still, they're pretty loud, but they're still small-scale events. Whether things take off and these events start to become bigger, I think depends how long this drags out, and also perhaps depends on whether more U.S. service personnel are killed. Donald Trump has been attending today the dignified transfer. That's what the return of the remains of U.S. soldiers killed overseas is called. 6 U.S. service personnel killed in the very early hours of this military operation at a base in Kuwait. Donald Trump, ahead of that event, described them as heroes, but said this is what happens in war. Now, Donald Trump took to social media today in response to that apology by the Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian to the neighboring countries, saying that that apology essentially represented them surrendering to their neighbors. Donald Trump, in bellicose language, said that Iran were losers, and he said they were going to be hit very hard today, including targets that they hadn't previously been focused on. Iran has since come out, the Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi, and said that Donald Trump has essentially killed their openness to de-escalation because of his reaction to the Iranian president. I think it also shows you that the Iranians are speaking in different voices, that there are different factions, there are different views on how this should go forward. So a very tense situation on the geopolitical level, and also, of course, increasingly here in the U.S.
More than 40 people have been killed in a large-scale Israeli military operation in eastern Lebanon. This comes as the Iranian-backed group Hezbollah continues to be the target of heavy Israeli bombing.
In the eastern town of Nabi Shit, the devastating aftermath of a huge Israeli air and ground assault. A massive crater and vehicles blasted aside like toys. More than 40 people killed, says Lebanon's health ministry. This is a Hezbollah stronghold, and there had been repeated Israeli warnings for civilians to leave, but many stayed.
At midnight, we felt a strange movement on one side of the village. It turned out to be an Israeli commandos unit deployed for some mission. The resistance then surrounded them, and heavy clashes ensued.
It all happened in the dead of night. Israeli special forces dropped in by helicopter in vicious street battles against Hezbollah. By daybreak, evidence of the deadly chaos. The scale of the Israeli assault was overwhelming. Around every corner, a building not just hit, but destroyed.
Well, this appears to have been one of the biggest Israeli operations of this short conflict so far. Locals say there were more than 40 airstrikes in the space of just 30 minutes.
But was all of this a distraction for the real Israeli objective? The main goal may have been the recovery of a dead Israeli airman, Ron Arad, who was killed in the 80s. Whatever the intelligence, Israel later acknowledged his body wasn't there. As we left another bombed house, this, said relatives, the home of a Lebanese army officer, not Hezbollah. 12 people, all women and children, reportedly killed here, some bodies trapped under the rubble. If the rescue of a fallen fighter was Israel's aim, it came at a heavy price.
National EMTV News continues after the break with Trukai Sports. Stay with us.
Accept the challenge. Choose PNG 100% PNG made.
Proudly bottled by Paradise Foods.
40 years ago, Dated PNG began with a vision to connect Papua New Guinea through technology.
Today, we celebrate 40 years of innovation, service, and partnership.
From humble beginnings to becoming a trusted leader in ICT, our journey has been powered by our people, our clients, and our community.
As we honor the past, we look forward to shaping the future together.
Happy 40th anniversary, Dated PNG.
Auntie, bangka goksim. David Loran. You passed it. Spots, it's in me.
Hello, everyone.
Is everything all right?
Oh. Yes. Everything's all right. All right with Roots.
Make it right with Roots.
When you are writing your application, you should be writing your application based on the first preference.
Join us Monday night at 7 as we hold discussions with the Australian Awards Scholarship Program.
The second preference is a standby to the first one. In the event that you probably did not meet the minimum eligibility requirement for that course, then the second preference could come in.
That's on Monday night.
Trukai Sports.
Welcome to Trukai Sports. It was a disappointing Host Plus Cup season opener for PNG Hunters at the National Football Stadium today, losing to Central Queensland Cuppers 16-24. The East Sepik Provincial Administration has been formally recognized as the host for the upcoming 2028 9th PNG Games by the PNG Sports Foundation.
This follows a host contract signing between the East Sepik Provincial Administration and the Papua New Guinea Sports Foundation at the Somare Stadium in Wewak. This ceremony saw the Papua New Guinea Sports Foundation Chief Executive Officer James Micah together with the East Sepik Provincial Administrator signing the 9th 2028 PNG Unity Games. Alluding on the importance of the Papua New Guinea Unity Games and how it can transform the children and youths into becoming self-reliant and resilient, was the Chief Executive Officer for PNG Sports Foundation.
Work for sports and developing all human beings. Now ready human beings of some capital and asset to developing country. We'll talk again. Fisheries. And we platoon on the fish. Forestry, we platoon on the timber. Agriculture, we platoon on the crops, vegetables. Mining, we platoon on the stone. Petroleum, we platoon on the oil. Health, we platoon on the disease. Education, we platoon on the survey. Sports deals directly with human beings. When we are taking pillar blow, national goals and directive principles, one time Vision 2050 and talk long integral human development.
Mr. Micah also highlighted on the benefits sports can bring to the provinces, and he further challenged the East Sepik provincial government to support the Games Readiness Program.
Now, enabling physical development, enabling our youth to physically fit, maintain a healthy lifestyle, acquire skills in various sporting programs for amateur to professional sports. Sports look alongside social development, developing our youths to become law-abiding citizens. Economic development, promoting our youths to participate in SMEs.
Meanwhile, Minister for International Trade and Investment, Richard Maru, thanked PNG Sports Foundation for choosing East Sepik Province as the host, further pledging his support towards the success of the Games.
We are excited to host, and we will go out of our way to host. As your Senior Minister and Cabinet, I'm ready to push our bid when it goes through the Sports Minister, and I'm ready to support us.
Jacinta Doctor, Trukai Sports, Wewak.
Papua New Guinea Billums have finished top of Group B after claiming a 1-goal win over Fiji at Govind Park to conclude round 2 of the FIFA Women's World Cup 2027 Oceania qualifiers.
Having had wet weather earlier in the week rescheduled their meeting, both nations came into the fixture with 2 wins from their 2 previous Group B matches. Papua New Guinea Billums looked their better side throughout. Gloria Leila nodding the ball against the right post from Romana Padiokona delivery in the first half. The Coolers' best chance of the match came at the start of the second stanza, Trina Davis forcing Betty Sam into the save from the close range. It was the Billums who stole victory late in the contest through Megan Gunemba, scoring the winner in the 86th minute following the cutback from Mavis Singara. Papua New Guinea and Fiji now both look ahead of joining New Zealand and American Samoa in round 3 of the FIFA Women's World Cup 2027 Oceania qualifiers to be played in New Zealand in mid-April. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
Trukai Sports continues after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
Chicken kebab saja na. Yum.
Beef stir fry.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, 1 cube at a time.
The IPI Group is PNG's most innovative, dynamic and diverse logistics company, totally focused on delivering outstanding service. Our diversified divisions span from major warehousing, bulk fuel and road transport to large-scale commercial catering, The IPI group of companies will be your partner, supplying tailor-made logistics solutions.
Woi, semakin apa sih Arya?
Anti, bangka goksim. David Loran. You think you passed it? Sparks, it's in me.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Goodpillar mobile data plans. From only 3 kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Goodpillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Sport is more than just a game. It's passion, it's pride, it's community. Every week we bring you highlights, the heat and the heart of the game. Big plays, big personalities and big moments. If it's making headlines and it's making history, it's on Sports Scene. Thursdays at 7 p.m. on your #1 to watch, EMTV.
Hello, everyone.
Is everything all right?
Oh. Yes. Everything's all right. All right with Roots.
Make it right with Roots.
You're watching Trukai Sports. The countdown has begun for the ICC Under-19 Women's T20 World Cup East Asia Pacific qualifier, with PNG preparing to host.
With just 32 days remaining, Cricket Papua New Guinea has officially launched the countdown of the ICC Under-19 Women's T20 World Cup East Asia Pacific Qualifier 2026, set to take place from April 8 to April 13 at Amini Park in Port Moresby. Preparations are well underway as the PNG Under-19 women's team, known as the CLS, continue an intensive training and fitness program ahead of the regional tournament. The squad is currently undertaking regular training sessions under the guidance of CLS head coach Jason Killer and support from high performance coach Tim McCaskill and strength and conditioning coach Antti Amari. Coach Killer confirmed that the players remain committed as preparations intensify. He says the team has been training throughout the week, with 22 players currently in the training squad focusing on improving their fitness and batting skills. Killer added that the girls are showing steady improvement and are learning quickly during the build-up to the qualifier. 5 nations, Papua New Guinea, Fiji, Samoa, Vanuatu and Indonesia, will compete for the place in the ICC Under-19 Women's T20 World Cup 2027 to be hosted in Nepal and Bangladesh. The final CLS squad is expected to be announced in the coming weeks as excitement builds for the regional tournament in Port Moresby. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
The Public Servants Netball competition has wrapped up its season with a colorful awards presentation night at APEC House in Port Moresby, celebrating players, teams and supporters.
The Public Servants Netball competition held its official awards presentation night at APEC House in Port Moresby, marking the successful conclusion of the season. The event brought together players, officials, supporters and invited guests to celebrate achievements, recognize outstanding performances and appreciate growing participation of public servants in the competition. In an interview, the president of the Public Servants Netball competition, Mary Nauga, expressed her excitement and pride in hosting the awards night and acknowledging the efforts of teams and organizers throughout the season.
Sitting here at the APEC House, I'm very glad to see a lot of the members that are younger, and especially the younger men and women that are taking part in the association, in the competition. Today, the individual season awards were awarded, and I noticed a lot of the younger players receiving this award. So they must be really excited.
Nauga also shared the encouragement for more public servants and teams to take part in the next season, saying the competition continues to promote unity, fitness and teamwork among government workers.
I wanted to encourage a lot of our children, the public servants' children, to come on board next season and come and compete against, alongside their parents, their mothers and their fathers as well.
She further reflected on the overall success of the competition, highlighting the commitment of participating teams and positive spirit shown during the season.
We should be proud that we've had an increase, a growth in our association from 500 plus members to 1,500 members this season, which is really an achievement alone in itself. I would want to...
She also acknowledged the support of sponsors and individuals for backing the competition. Looking ahead, Nauga says she is confident that the competition will continue to grow bigger and better. She also acknowledged the support of sponsors and individuals for backing the competition.
Acknowledge our sponsors, Ilimo, NCDC, Crown Hotel, Trophy House, number 1 Trophy House, and SCAL, Southern Cross Insurance.
Joel Mipori, Trukai Sports.
The Public Servants Netball Competition Awards Night also featured a special keynote address highlighting the role of women in sport and encouraging greater participation in netball across workplaces.
During the Public Servants Netball Competition Awards Night presentation, Julian Leka Maliaki, the Sparrows Netball Club coach with the Port Moresby Netball Association, attended as the guest speaker for the 2026 awards ceremony. With teams, supporters, players and officials and invited guests present, she delivered her keynote address, sharing a passion and commitment to sport of netball.
Women work twice as hard to get a seat at the table, to be heard and to be considered. And if you want it badly and are passionate about it, you must step forward. You must raise your hands to be seen and to be heard.
She said netball is a game that continues to empower women, encouraging them to break barriers and discrimination. She added that the sport provides a voice for women whose stories are often unheard.
I want to encourage you all to find your purpose, be intentional, be deliberate, be disciplined, stay committed, and more importantly, be consistent. It is my earnest wish and hope that you all beautiful women and girls find your purpose in life, using the confidence, character, relationships, and network you have, and continue to build through the PSNA and not netball as a platform towards elevating, growing and excelling in school, in the workplace, in your communities.
She also reflected on her experiences in netballer, noting that she was once a member of Netball PNG and a former representative player.
I was selected to represent PNG at the first time.
While acknowledging the growing involvement of women in netball, she further encouraged women to stay committed, confident and continue participating in the sport.
Do not be afraid to be thrown into the deep end, as without this, we will not learn to grow. So don't be hard on yourselves. You just need to pick up, improve, get up and move on. This year, as we celebrate the Give to Gain campaign, you must be bold to step forward and be very intentional and raise your hands to say, I want to be part of the conversation. I want to sit at the table.
She also honored the trailblazers of the Public Servants Netball Association in a speech, recognizing those who helped build and support the competition over the years. Joel Mipori, Trukai Sports.
That ends Trukai Sports. The Money Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports. Trukai Sports.
Hello, everyone.
everything alright?
Oh. Ah, yes. Everything's all right. All right with Roots.
Make it right with Roots.
For too long, banking has felt out of reach for many. But now, PSP's One-Took wallet is here to change that. Send and receive money, pay bills, and top up. It's your money, wherever, whenever. Because at BSP, we are committed to improving how our customers connect to our One-Toks, to our family, to the ones we love. BSP's One-Took wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# for everyone.
Hoy, bakit ba pa si Arya?
Auntie, bangka goksim. David Loran. Anything you passed it. Sparks, it's in me.
Ready for the world, so is your TISA Visa card. Visa keeps you moving wherever you go, Papua New Guinea or abroad. Seamlessly pay for travel, dining, online shopping. Easily access your funds and instantly track your expenses. Every tap comes with security, trust, and peace of mind. Unlock the world of possibilities. And it all starts with the new TISA Visa card.
When you are writing your application, you should be writing your application based on the first preference.
Join us Monday night at 7 as we hold discussions with the Australian Awards Scholarship Program.
The second preference is a standby to the first one. In the event that you probably did not meet the minimum eligibility requirement for that course, then the second preference could come in.
That's all Monday night.
Remember the joy of playing with your toys as a child? At Money Plus, we believe that every small business deserves a chance to build and grow. That's why we offer asset financing.
With Money Plus, we're ready to go.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by Money Plus, with you always.
The Money Plus weather report for the next 24 hours. In the southern region, Port Moresby mostly fine and then becoming partly cloudy in the afternoon. Darrow partly cloudy, few rain showers and possible thunderstorms in the afternoon. Kerama partly cloudy periods, chances of no rain in the afternoon. Alotau mostly fine, light to moderate winds, and Popondetta mostly fine, light variable winds. In the Momase region, Ley City cloudy periods with few rain showers, Medeng partly cloudy periods with few afternoon rain showers, Wewak some rain showers and cloudy periods, and Vanimo partly cloudy periods. In the NGI region, Lorengau partly cloudy periods with few afternoon rain showers, Kavieng partly cloudy periods with no rain, Kokopen Rabaul partly cloudy with possible afternoon showers, Kimbe cloudy periods with showers with more likely in the afternoon, and Buka cloudy periods with and windy at times. In the Highlands region, Mount Hagen City morning fog clearing and then becoming cloudy with some afternoon rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Goroka, Bans and Kundiawa morning fog clearing to cloudy periods with rain showers at times and possible thunderstorms, and Mendi, Tari and Wabeg morning fog clearing to cloudy skies at times with possible afternoon rain showers and thunderstorms.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by Money Plus, with you always.
And that wraps up the news, sports and weather for Sunday, the 8th of March 2026. From all of us here, pleasant viewing and good night.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets.
When circumstances